Hello vlog. So we all thought it would be a really good idea to make these double baked potatoes for dinner, and they looked really easy, and it's like, oh, you just bake them for an hour and then you just scoop the stuff out and mix it up and put it back in. You bake it for another little while. Well, the scooping is a little more complicated than one would at first assume. I'm having some major issues. I don't want to wait too long because then it just takes way too long to do, and then I don't want them to like harden up or whatever. So I'm trying to scoop them out while they're still really hot, which is probably a stupid idea, but I have to like put a glove on my hand, and then I'm trying not to break the skin part while I'm scooping, and then you like gotta like mix it up and stuff. So we'll see how these actually look because they're kind of a disaster right now. But hopefully they'll taste good. So the potatoes are done. They still don't look super appealing, but they smell really good, so I'm sure they taste really good too. Vlog, look how cute we are eating dinner at the table all together. Ew. We're like a real family.
We are a real family, Saskia.
So I made oatmeal raisin cookies, and the recipe says not to put anything like on the pan. So he's like, just put it on an ungreased pan, no big deal, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, about that. Sam,
Oh, yummy.
I'm glad they taste good, but they're a disaster. They're just little pieces. They're super tasty though, so that's really all that matters. This pan just, nothing came off. It's just all the crumbles are stuck on there. But I tried. That's all that matters, right?
Hello everybody, it's Corey. How are you? I'm sitting on the roof, and it's dark. And my eyes can see. It's cool because your eyes, the human eye is still way, 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 way better than even the best cameras. So I can make out the sky, the gradients, the silhouettes of the trees, all the different building details. And you can't see what I see. You see the lights. But that's pretty much it. I've been very weird the past couple of days. I haven't really been in the vlog a lot or at all. I'm kind of going through a lot of things and nothing all at the same time. The movie's enough. If it was just the movie, even that is a lot. But it's not. I mean, I don't think anybody in the history of humankind has ever made a movie and literally had nothing else going on in their life and no problems. And I really have no reason to complain. Things are great. I'm very happy. I'm very lucky. But it's so hard juggling so many different things, and that's what that's what I feel like I'm doing a lot, is I'm juggling. And that's part of kind of being the entrepreneur that I wanted to be, with being the president of ApprenticeA Productions. Like, there's the movie, and we also have Buffer Festival that we are doing, and I have to take care of not only things here in Los Angeles, but things at home, at the house in Toronto, and all the people there. I'm still involved in like making sure that house is running and making sure people are doing the things that needed to be done and providing answers and communicating with people. It's a lot of communication, but I get very overwhelmed. I mean, here's a good example. Today, as of today, I have 160 unread emails in my inbox. And I know that's a very first world problem, but every day that number is getting bigger because every time I see it, I feel this massive amount of overwhelming pressure that just like, it's like, ugh, I can't reply to these. I'm never going to be able to reply to these. And it stresses me out. I don't know, I'm complaining, and nobody wants to go on YouTube and listen to like this white guy complain about his California problems. And I'm not unhappy, I'm very happy, I'm just stressed. It's very stressful, and it's what I wanted. Do you ever realize that the stress, like most of the stress that we have is like self-induced? I could complain about, oh, the house and the movie and the festival and my friends and the money and all the whatever, and the maker and the Shay and the movie and all, but like, how many of those things are my fault? All of them. How many of those things are my responsibility? All of them. How many of those things did I agree to do? All of them. And I've been realizing something lately. One thing that I'm kind of good at, if you know me, like in real life, I tend to shift blame sometimes. When things go wrong, I tend to like get irritated with other people. And I know you don't really see that in the vlog. Like you see like happy vlogging Corey, who's like everything's great. No, I've got a big smile on my face. But like when you know me in real life, and I want you guys to know me in real life, like I really want these vlogs to be really, really real. Like, I kind of shift blame, and I kind of put blame on other people. And when things go wrong, I go to people like, why didn't you do this? Or you said you were going to do this, or blah, 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 blah. And when I'm not communicating with somebody, I'll be like, well, why didn't you tell me? And I'm kind of becoming aware, I guess I've always known that, like, communication is a two-way street, and when things start getting just a little bit wrong with a person, when things get a little bit tense, when things get a little bit irritating, I should say something first. I should be the man to kind of step up and say, hey, like, what's going on here first, before there's a problem. Like, predict problems before they happen. And you're not going to be able to predict all of your problems. That's, like, never, ever going to happen. But I mean, there's three ways of doing things, and one way would be to say that nothing is my fault and nothing is my responsibility, and the second would be to say that some things are my responsibility, and the third way would be to say everything is my responsibility. Now, it might seem silly to say that everything is my responsibility, but if I acted like that, if I pursued that, if I treated everything like it does come down to me, and I've got to take responsibility for my actions, and if things went wrong, like, that kind of rests on my shoulders. That's a good place to be a leader. That's a really good place to be able to work with people and have them respect you, and when things go wrong, to handle them properly. And if everybody did that, if everybody kind of uniformly said, when things go wrong, it's my responsibility, then if a bunch of people were involved and we all took responsibility, we could all solve it together. Instead of all of us saying, well, that's not my fault. This person did whatever, and this person was supposed to get this done and whatever and blah, blah, blah. Even if that's true, sometimes it doesn't matter if you're right. This is something I learned really well about a year ago. What's more important, being right or doing the right thing? And something I've become aware of is that you can be right and absolutely infuriate everybody around you. And you're right, but does being right always matter? What if I made a change in myself to not always act like I'm right, or not always be right, or not even care if I'm right or wrong? Just care about what's best for everyone. Anyways, I don't know. I've been going through some stuff the past week-ish. The past week I've been very stressed. And really, I think I'm scared. I'm kind of scared of the future a little bit. Like, we're working on this movie, and very specifically, we're working on this trailer, which is coming out soon. And we're launching Buffer stuff, like, this week. We're going to launch some Buffer Festival stuff. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen when I go home, when I'm going home, and what's going to happen when that happens. And it's, you know, I need to know what's next. And a lot of that, right now I'm doing a lot of waiting. I'm waiting on stuff for the film. I'm waiting on stuff for the trailer. I'm waiting on stuff for Buffer. I'm waiting on stuff from Maker. I'm waiting on stuff from Shay. Like, in all stages of my life, I kind of feel like there's not a lot I can do right now. And that's really weird for me, because I'm a real go get 'em, go like, oh, there's a problem, I need to fix it, I can face this head on. I always know the next steps, and I always know what's going to happen next. I'm just like that. I always have the answer, and I think that's what kind of led me to being the leader of the team, is like I have a plan, and I know what we're going to do, and I've got full control over everything. And right now, I'm just doing a lot of waiting, and it's bugging me. It's bugging me a lot. I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm staying up really, really late. I'm, like, anxious about a lot of stuff. I want it to be August. I'm kind of sick of July. Not that there's anything wrong with this month. It's just, like, it feels like everything is happening soon or soon-ish, and I just want those things to happen now. And there's people I miss, and I'm just here waiting for everything. And it leaves me a lot of time to think and a lot of time to be stressed, and I feel bored. And I feel kind of lonely. I don't really know what's going to happen next. I know what's right in front of me. And I know VidCon's coming. And I'm looking forward to it a lot. I don't know. That's me. How are you? What's bugging you lately? What's on your mind? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know that I'm not alone. If there's one thing Tumblr has taught me, it's that we can all be alone together. I've been spending so much time on Tumblr. I've kind of replaced Reddit with Tumblr, which is fun and more suited to me anyways. Kind of, I don't know. I like Tumblr. Anyways, leave comments. What's bugging you? What's been bugging you lately? And who do you miss? Leave a comment below on those two things, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hello vlog, we are in our mysterious equipment room, place we have not set foot in for about 4 months.
It's not mysterious.
Only because we haven't been here for a long time.
Okay.
It's mysterious enough. There's lots of things there's things.
Yeah, it's got equipment.
It's got equipment
It's got
and
all
lens
backups.
cloths
Yeah.
and audio things and batteries
Walkie-talkies.
and walkie-talkies, because we definitely need those.
These are extremely useful.
Why is that?
Because when for example, you're filming at Warped Tour, there's so many people crowded in the same area that cell phone reception doesn't work.
Oh,
But guess what does work?
walkie-talkies!
You get a gold star.
Yay!
So tomorrow we are headed to the TIFF Bell Lightbox.
Yes.
Which is where the Toronto International Film Festival takes place.
Yes.
And we are going to film for our Buffer Festival.
Yeah!
Yeah. And so we need to get
We have to
ready.
brave the downtown Toronto weather.
Apparently, yeah, it's all
Apparently it's
flooded,
really bad right now.
but we're fine here.
Yeah, we're fine here now, so that's
We're
good.
all fine here now.
We just can't go downtown at the moment. So there's my Ari kit all ready to go. I got a bunch of lights and a bunch of stands. Sam's got her things. Is that all you need?
That's all.
That's all you need?
That's all I need.
That's such a tiny little handful of stuff. That's our audio equipment. Yeah, this is much heavier.
Here, I got one more for you.
Great. That's, okay, so you're gonna be carrying this, right?
I'll just carry the whole thing on my shoulders.
Yeah, I bet. That'll totally happen.
Yeah.
So, Sam's gonna be in charge of audio like normal. I'll be in charge of lights. Corrado will be in charge of cameras.
Tim
even
Deegan will
though
be in charge of looking good.
Tim Deegan will be in charge of looking good.
And that's it. It'll just be a quick thing. So tomorrow when we film, it's going to be an introduction video for Buffer. So this way, because there's people with questions. Like, when is it going to be? Or where is it going to be? Or I heard it's going to be in 2 theaters. How close are the theaters? 5 minutes walking. And a bunch of information like that. And so it's going to be a video that's going to kind of just lay it all out. So it should be good.
Alright, vlog, so it is currently 1:27 in the morning. We have to get up and leave this house at 7:30 a.m. to be downtown Toronto in time. Hopefully there won't be too much awful traffic and flooding and craziness happening. But if there is, I'm sure we'll vlog it. And because we have to get up so early, I'm gonna head to bed. So I hope you had a lovely day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.
Daily vlogs, I want them in my subscription box. I wonder who might drop by, even though sometimes it's Canada outside. So don't go away, we're here every day. It's not ApprenticeEh, it's ApprenticeEh. Hey, 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 hey. Home is where the vlog is.